Hey everyone, remember last time I was joking and I said, yeah, we upgraded all our data analysis facilities. We probably just like bought laptops or something like that. So I went over and asked them. I said, what was that? Because it only took a couple of weeks. And they said, yeah, sure enough, we upgraded all our data analysis hardware. And I said, oh, cool. Can I have one? So they gave me one. Let's open it up and take a look. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Devotion to Promotion, and we will talk about our new and improved data analysis facility shortly. But thank you, as always, for joining me. And I'd just like to say thank you again for all the support for this series over the 7 seasons. If you have enjoyed it, please give a like to this episode, as it will help get it in front of more people. And if you're new, by all means, consider subscribing as we try to take Nuneaton from the bottom to the top of English football. Let's jump in. We'll jump in with our results. We'll talk a bit about some of the team news, and then we're going to jump in against a match against Sheffield Wednesday, who sit on 6th place. It should be a good battle for us. And we have good news to start out. Let's take a look at the standings. After 19 matches, so approaching the halfway point in the season, Nuneaton sit 5th in the table. 35 points over 19 played. There is a cluster of teams here. So the 3rd place team has 36 points. And then you go down to the 9th place team that has 32 points. So really a bunch of teams all clawing for these spots. And then Swansea and Aston Villa have kind of pulled away from everybody and look to be the strongest 2 teams in the league at this point. So I don't think we're going to be catching them. But there is a dogfight here for those remaining 4 spots. Having said that, although we're in 5th place, if we sort by goal differential, we drop down to 7th place. If we sort by goals for, we're in 9th. And then by goals against, we're in 9th. So I think we've gotten a little bit lucky based on our goal differential and other statistics as to where we are. So we might be slightly overachieving depending upon our performance, but still have to be really happy with where we are at this point in the season for sure. And with that in mind, let's take a little bit of a look at the results since the last time. We were together for our 0-0 draw against Middlesbrough. And to remind everyone, it's now been 6 episodes on YouTube since we've won. Since Chairman Jimmy resigned, we have not won a YouTube episode. 5 consecutive episodes without a goal. So I apologize for our lackluster televised performance and hoping we can change that today. But following the Middlesbrough event, we came back another 1-0 victory over Huddersfield. So 4 out of 5 matches, we had 1-0 victories. A nice 2-1 victory against Nottingham Forest, who I think sat in 4th place there. Then a wild 3-3 draw against Fulham. We were down 2-1 late. We clawed up 3-2, and they scored a goal in the 94th minute to draw it 3-3. A little bit of agonizing, but have to be happy with the 3-3 draw against Fulham on the road. Then in a match against 2nd place Swansea, they outshot us 19-5, completely played us off the pitch, 13 shots on target, all of which Cardinale stopped to get us to a 0-0 draw. So lucky to escape that one with a draw, but they clearly put a stamp of dominance on that match. It's kind of a statement as to, yeah, you're not going to mess with us this year. Then for the first time in a long while, we actually had a victory by more than 1 goal. We played Bristol City, who sits in the lower half of the table, to a convincing 2-0 win. So that takes us 9 matches in a row now without a defeat. And today, however, we have a big challenge as Sheffield Wednesday sits in 6th place against our 5th place. So a battle of 2 potential playoff squads here. Should be pretty exciting when we get to it. But I did want to update on a few things. We have an update to Mouth this summer. We want to talk about the data analysis facilities and then other facility news, as well as a few other financial things, and then we'll get started. So first of all, we had a record-breaking event for Nya Kirby. He has now set a record for the most appearances by a Nuneaton player. You may recall, if you've been following the series since the early days, Shez Isaac, who really basically said, team, get on my shoulders, I will lead you to the promised land. He pretty much took us all the way to League 2 by himself. Then his performances kind of fizzled out. It was just a little bit too much for Shez Isaac. But Nya Kirby stepped into that central midfielder role, filled in admirably, and really was kind of one of the linchpins to our elevation to the championship. He has not performed all that well this year, and he did just get hurt after breaking that record. So he's been on the bench for a while and will be playing today. But congratulations, as always, to Nya, who set a record held by one of our team icons, who broke a record set by Shez Isaac, one of our team icons. So very deserved company for both of them for sure. Also, last month, with this results of 4 wins and a draw, we did get Manager of the Month for the first time in quite a long while. So I was pretty happy with that. Last year, I seemed to manage to always get second place. There was always one team better. But this month, however, we did get that record. So I haven't gotten one of those for a long time. So that was really good. And I did want to point out one interesting tidbit. Callum Kise, you may or may not recall, he was one of our early performers, but he's one of, in the early part of the save. However, he's one of 2 players left that are trained at the club. So I've been keeping him on just to fill that one roster spot that has to be someone trained at the club. He doesn't belong at this level. He's really not that anywhere close to that good, but we need him for that one spot. So as a result, he hasn't played for a while. And I thought it was kind of funny when I was looking at his stuff down here. It says, playing time happiness. He's concerned. And he's concerned with the amount of game time he's been getting, having missed the last 109 games that he could have played in. And so I saw that, and it just cracked me up because I felt really bad. This guy's probably, am I going to play today? It's been 2 years since the guy's played in a match. I don't think he's dressed for a long time either. So at some point, I really have to get Callum Kise into a match. I'm feeling kind of guilty and kind of bad about that. And I know all of you are sitting there now saying, wait a second, you're leaving off the biggest story. What's an update on Malthus Summer? Malthus Summer, if you recall, I'll show you his form. I sat him, didn't even dress him for 2 matches, then brought him in. I was going to bring him in as a sub, but it just didn't work out. Then I played him 9.1, an assist and 2 goals against Fulham, and 1 goal was just a brilliantly curved shot around to the right post that scored a goal. Just carried the whole team on his back. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm like, yes, we've unlocked Malthus Summer. He is here and has arrived. And then he got a sports hernia, and he's been out for like 3 weeks now. He's still got 2 more weeks to go. So he hasn't played for over a month now, and will be a little bit while before he gets back. So the Malthus Summer, unfortunately, continues. We had one brief moment of brilliance where everything that he could be was just a scintillating performance on the pitch that said, oh, things are going to be good now. And then it all fell apart again. So hopefully when he comes back, he'll be back up to that level of performance. I did also want to touch base a little bit on some of the other things that have gone on. Namely, we did upgrade our data analysis facilities, and I'm not really sure that Abakai are the answers. So I went right back to Chairman Andy again and asked if we could improve the data analysis facilities again. He said yes, and again it's going to take 2 weeks, so maybe we're going to get calculators this time. I'm not really sure. But then I thought, what the heck? All the other ones popped back up, training facilities and youth facilities and stuff like that. So I asked him for new training facilities, and he said yes. Those have started, but won't be completed until next October. I think they start them in the summer in every year, and people who've played for a long time probably know that, but it looks like they start like July, August, and they finish the actual construction in October. But I'm happy to get that on the board. And I also asked, well, why not just keep asking for stuff? And so I asked for improved youth facilities, and he said yes to that. And so those will be upgraded again. Our youth facilities did get upgraded. So if we look at our club info, we now have 2 whole stars on youth facilities. Pretty excited about it. Maybe we will get a player that doesn't suck. It'd be really nice to have a player trained at the club. So we have 2 stars in both, but potentially we could be up to 2.5 stars by the fall of next season with a new stadium. That's promising. And then I looked at the finances. I was worried, may have mentioned last time, how we had lost $1 million. We're now up to losing $1.5 million. I'm starting to think this is not really a good direction to be going in. But then I did mention that mysterious like £4.8 million payment that we got at the beginning of the year. And I did a little bit of research and searching for things on the internet. And it turns out that that's what's called the solidarity payment. And you get that every year. So that makes me think our finances are going to be okay. And then maybe people maybe out there, you know this, and you can help me with this. I also know that there's a solidarity payment for teams in the Premier League. And supposedly at this time, 2018, 2019, last year when Aston Villa went up, it's like £80 million. And what my question is, do we get that at the beginning of next year? So if we were to get promoted, are we going to get £80 million to play with in order to be in the Premier League in the first time we're there? Because we got this solidarity payment at the end of the first season in the Championship. And if we get 80 million at the end of the first year in the Premier League, that's not going to help us that much. But if we get 80 million to play with at the beginning of our first season in the Premier League, that's a whole nother game, because we're right about now about 4 million per year in salary and wages. So if we get 80 million, that's 20 times more to play with than we've got right now. That would be Christmas to the power of 7 kind of thing. That'd be just amazing. So if you know the answer to that question, let me know, because that makes me think that although before I was hesitant to push for the playoffs and try to get in there and think, well, no, if we don't make it, if we made it and got 80 million to go to the Premier League, that would be totally awesome. So I'm kind of wondering what the answer to that question is, and I couldn't really find an answer yet out there. But other than that, things are going really well. You know, we're A+ by the board. Chairman Andy's super happy. Every time I ask for something, he gets it. I mean, he might buy Abakai, but, you know, it's something anyway. Chairman Jimmy never gave us anything. So that's a full update on the team. Let's not waste any more time. I think I've gone through my whole list here. Let's jump in and start our match here against Sheffield Wednesday. Should be a good one. We are, again, on the road. Sorry, I need my audio here, where we have not had the greatest record this year, but I'm hopeful that we can kind of end this YouTube curse here. Match preview, here we go. They are favored 5-4, although both our teams' performances have been strong. Interesting. Okay, we are going to go with our 4-1-2-3. It seems to be working better, although we may shift to the 4-3-3 if things go well. I feel like nothing's working, but we haven't been losing, so I don't really know what that means. It hasn't been a very convincing 9-match streak of undefeated. And let's submit this team. I'm not sure there's anything. Lakatos will play up top today, try to bounce the ball off his head into the goal. Other than that, most everybody you know and love. Kirby's coming back off an injury. He won't play the whole match. He is not quite in match fitness. But still, we want to get him back up there as quickly as possible. And let's start this. So drizzle and 8 degrees. Let's go to the dressing room. Opposition tactics. Ask our assistant. Press the outsides, as we always do. And we should be ready to go here. Let's go to team talk. And we're the underdogs here. That's fine. Everybody's listening. And then let us pray. And everybody turns green. And now we are ready to start. End team talk. Let's kick off. And we're underway. We are in our yellow and blacks. And Sheffield Wednesday look like they're in gray and black, coming at us from right to left. Nice. Broken up by Masted. However, Sheffield Wednesday pressing early and win themselves a corner. I'm curious, too. One of the things I've noticed, it seems like the general level of activity... He's going to shoot, isn't he? Blocked by Ferry. Stay with him, Ferry. Nice. Good work, lad. Way to be determined. It seems like the general level of... Oh, another highlight. This is ours. Oh, that's a bad spot. Boom. Shoots it wide. No damage done. Seems like the general level of activity in Football Manager is kind of gets quiet at this time of the year now. I've noticed that both like the views on most of the channels that I watch and stuff. Oh, that's danger. Wow, it's a good thing they can't shoot. They shoot like Sommer. The views on a lot of the channels I've been watching seem to be down, and I've noticed the views on our series seem to be going down a little bit too, at least compared to a couple of months ago. But curious if that's been the case here. So we're getting... we haven't had anything going on. Not. This is, I think Chairman Jimmy put a curse on us. Come on. We're going to go like, we need to do something else. I haven't even seen the ball out of our end. I've been chatting about stuff, and then Sheffield Wednesday is just pummeling us here. Let's go, tactics. Let's try something else here. Wait. Let's play and see what's going on. I'm going to see the shots here first. Oh, God, 4-1. Yeah, we're not doing anything. 20 minutes in. Okay. You know, let's be a little bit more dramatic. Let's go to the 4-3-3, because I think teams are starting to get used to the 4-1-2-3. That all looks good and well. And let's go positive and just try that for now. Let's see if we can... Oh, gosh, it's down here again. Come on, boys. Don't get nervous in front of the TV. Over the bar. Let's go. You get a shot anyway. I had a goal forever. I feel like people must be thoroughly disgusted watching you play. It's like, oh, that's a team that never scores. It's like we do actually play really well when we haven't been on YouTube. We have yet to have a highlight. 6 shots to 1. Midfield is bad. Let's try. So Alan Butterworth said, try 2 clicks on the tempo and see if that screws the AI opponents up. So let's try that and see if that helps a little bit. Let's slow it down. Give our... What's going on? Blocked. And there we go. We've got 1 shot. This team isn't that good. Skip, we don't need to see that. Cancel. Anxious. Yeah, let's be anxious. They're killing us. God, I haven't seen us have the ball yet. It's 40 minutes in. Let's get creative. Something. Oh my goodness. Gosh. Everybody's terrible. Why that? Okay, I don't think we know how to do the lower tempo thing. Maybe let's stop pressing. I don't know. Hit early crosses. Now I don't think that's going to matter. Let's go to standard passing a little bit more. See if that sorts it out. Just like to see a highlight. Okay, here we go. We got the ball. Okay, let's get back in it. We get 1 goal here. We can climb back into this. That was our highlight. Oh my God, it's down here again. I hate this game. This game sucks. Worst game ever. I'll go back to checkers. Oh my goodness. Let's get to halftime. Of course they'll call him. Yeah, that was that's like the worst half I think that might be the worst half we've ever had. Let's go aggressive. Not happy with the performance out there. You were awful. Aggressive. Go out there and show everyone what you're capable of. Aggressive. Let's go assertive. Oh, boy. Wow, that's like everything's bad. Keeper, defense, 1 midfielder. Simon Walsh is the only thing that's going well. Nothing's worked. Let's go back to pressing. I don't really have any answers today. This is really sad. Let's go back to high tempo. Lower passing. Let's try what worked here. What usually works for us. Let's go back to what we know and love. And we'll have to make some substitutions here pretty soon too. But, wow, I think we're out of this one. I imagine all the people watching on YouTube, this is going to be 7. At least let's get it. Let's make it a game here. That might be our best highlight. It could be like, oh my God, we've got 2 shots and no one. We haven't had a match like this forever. Oh, come on, people. Let's go attacking. And tactics. Gosh, what a disappointing match this has been. Now Kirby needs to come out. He's 6.4 anyway. Let's give Mr. Gald a little bit of action. And let's do that. Play. Always press, yeah. Shouts, demand more. We're motivated, except for Marcio, who's all messed up. But we're not getting any shot. It's still 14-7. We've got 3 shots. Nothing's going on. Okay, let's go up. See if we can shake things up a little bit. Hit early crosses. I know this doesn't make sense, and it's probably going to lead to them scoring again, but I just want to get a shot on target. This is embarrassing. We're so bad. Usually our defense has been really solid too. Let's get Fiorini out and Rabuano in. Confirm sub. Wow, we were going so well too. 9 matches in a row. And then this. I suppose it was... Oh, yes! Yes! A goal! Is that a goal? It is. Offside. Oh, really? Oh my... Ref, if you had another... you Cyclops. That was... He was totally onside there. Alright, here we go. Come on, Ferry. Let's get a YouTube goal. At least one goal. And this is 7 matches in a row we haven't won on YouTube. Oh, what? Is that a shot? Okay, last sub. Let's be happy. Be positive. We can do this. No, we can't. We have no chance. Thompson for Marcio. Let's just do that. Everybody's terrible. I could, like, change out anybody. We have no shots. Here we go. Shot on target. Yes! Something to build off of. I can't imagine this. There should be like a just white, yellow flag. Finished. We're done. Another shot. Yay! We passed it to their keeper. Oh my goodness, we're terrible. Yay! Actually, the second half was a draw, right? So there is that. That's the end of the match. Gosh, sorry everybody. We've been just awful here. You want to get a goal? Break the jinx. Wow. Okay. Tell the team their performance was disappointing. I don't care if you're demotivated. You should be demotivated after that. Wow. Well, that might answer the playoffs question here. Lakatos reveals Blitz Fury. Yes. Nuneaton. Every time we lose and we drop out of the playoffs, it tells us our promotion bid takes a hit. Nuneaton's uneaten run comes to an abrupt end. Yeah, they really stuck it to us. Oh well, we lost 4-0 to Huddersfield, I think, at one point last year too. Where does that put us in the table? I can't imagine we're still in the playoffs. We are not, as the other teams that were close by us jumped over us. Okay, so 7th place, still 3 matches short of halftime. I mean, realistically, I think, oh wow, goal differential is only 3 now. Ugh. Well, okay. We'll try to bounce back. That was a little bit disappointing. Thank you so much if you put up with that painful experience with me. If you're still here, I imagine nobody's watching. They're like, wow, what a terrible game that was. We have 6 matches next month as we hit December, so we'll be kind of busy. I think we might try to come back for maybe the Reading match. I want to come back for something, I think. Oh, look at that. Home match against the 24th place in the league. I think we might want to take an easier option for trying to break this streak of 7 consecutive matches on YouTube without a win and 6 without a goal. Maybe we'll try to take on an easier team like Reading at home at the end of the month. That might be better. We could do Brentford or Sheffield United, but that's been away. I really want to end this 18th against Brentford. We might come back against that. We'll see. And anyway, thank you so much for coming by. Sorry about our continuous disasters of YouTube performances. And if you have enjoyed the episode for whatever odd reason, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new and haven't been scared off by now, then I think I can ask you to subscribe. But thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you in the next episode, and I hope all is well with you. Everybody, please stay safe as well. Take care. Bye.